So today we're doing a deep dive on something that on the surface seems almost mundane, a power supply.
The Aurora Multimedia PS0080-1-UK, to be specific.
Exactly. And this little $40 component is, what can make or break an entire high-stakes professional AV system.
It's the absolute foundation.
It is. So our mission today isn't just to read off a spec sheet. It's to understand why these tiny details matter so much to the bottom line. So let's unpack this.
You know, what's fascinating when you first look at this is that the spec sheet reads less like a product listing and more like, well, an engineering blueprint.
Okay, in what way? Are you talking about the electrical output?
Yeah, that's a good place to start. It's a very precise 24 volts DC, pushing 15.6 watts, and the input voltage 100 to 240 V AC that tells you right away it's designed for, immediate global deployment.
But the part that really got me was the physical detail. They specify dimensions down to 1/10 of a millimeter. And the plug, the DC connector plug size, 5.5 millimeters by 1.35. Why be so obsessive about the actual plug?
Well, you should think of that specific size, that 5.5 millimeter pin, almost like a security key.
The security key.
Yes. It guarantees that the technician in the field can't just accidentally grab a slightly off spec or, a generic adapter and use it.
Ah, I see.
That tiny variance in a connector is probably the #1 cause of intermittent power failures in big installations. You're paying for the guarantee that this plug fits perfectly every single time. It prevents incredibly costly troubleshooting later.
Okay, so we've got the physical precision for the rack, but let's be honest, every power supply has dimensions. Is the real strategic value here hidden in the compliance language they use, specifically this TAA compliant label?
That's the business precision.
Yeah.
And yes, it's a critical differentiator.
What does it actually unlock for them?
TAA compliance is simply the key to selling to the U.S. government. To large institutional contracts, it immediately blows their market wide open, way beyond just consumer electronics. It shows an integrity in the supply chain.
And that's tied directly to the cost advantage they're talking about, isn't it? They market this pretty heavily as having no tariffs. They call it a budget-friendly and cost-efficient solution.
Exactly. They're turning a $40 commodity into a strategic financial move for their customers by guaranteeing they meet those purchasing rules.
It's smart.
Very. And you realize just how strategic it is when you place this little power supply, this PS0080-1-UK, inside their massive ecosystem.
You're talking about their modular matrix switchers, the DXP62 presentation scaler.
Right. Systems that cost tens of thousands of dollars. And this little $40 power supply is the very first link in the chain for all of it.
Which brings up a question for me. Why offer free lifetime telephone, chat, text, fax, and email tech support for a part that costs $40 to replace? Wouldn't it be cheaper to just, include 3 spares in the box?
You'd think so. But the guarantee isn't about the hardware itself.
It's about the system.
It's about minimizing the cost of system downtime. In a professional setting, that can be astronomical. The support is really an operational continuity package. You're paying for the guarantee that if this 15.6 watt device causes an issue, their team will help solve the entire system problem instantly.
So when you put this all together, what does it all mean?
It means you're not really paying $40 for a power supply.
No. You're buying risk mitigation. You're buying TAA compliance and that long-term service guarantee that makes sure your multi-thousand-dollar system actually stays operational. I guess the thought to leave you with is this. Think about how often the entire reliability of a complex, high-stakes AV system hinges completely on the quality and the certified specifications of the smallest, least glamorous component in the entire rack. It's a powerful reminder that in ProTech, the tiniest detail holds the greatest potential for failure or for success.